how much money people have invested in online coaching programs. And I hear it all the time on my Millionaire Maker Breakthrough Strategy sessions. I've spent this much, and their voice, it goes lower and they're in pain, and it sucks because then it really adds to the self-blame cycle. Stop making that mistake. I will share with you what you need to know going into your next program and what needs to be there so you're not left on the other side completely upset, completely taken advantage of, completely wondering why, there's so much shame around it. There is so much shame around how much money people have invested in online coaching programs, but we're going to stop that today.
Welcome to the Millionaire Maker Show, a podcast helping entrepreneurs scale their businesses online to create more time, more money, more freedom, and more impact. Now, with over 20 years of business building, coaching, and consulting experience, here's your host, author, speaker, and creator of the Millionaire Maker Funnel, Lindsay Anderson.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Millionaire Maker Show. I am your host, Lindsay Anderson, and today we're talking about how to build a business that actually works. So many people online today are in chaos mode in their business. They're not making a lot of money. They don't have a lot of time. Their business really isn't working for them. Instead, it's the other way around. They don't only just feel like they have a job, but it's not even as good as the job that they left because of the hours and the effort that they're putting in. So, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to build a business that works, what is missing from most businesses. And this is stuff other consultants will not tell you because they don't even know it for themselves typically. And this is what you have to watch for because it's really running rampant in the online industry today that people are getting you into these high ticket coaching programs, 7,500, 10,000, promising you a mecca of an amazing business on the other side when it's just not true. And in reality, they have actually never really done that before because there's always this circumstance. And I know this because I've built my business from the ground up. There was no circumstance. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've seen it all. And this is what I know looking in the back end of many of these online businesses is there's a circumstance. So what does that mean? Number one, either they're not profitably running their online business. You wouldn't see that from the outside because you go and look at their Facebook group and there's like 1,000 people in there. So you get your calculator out and you think, oh yeah, they made $200,000. I'm a fitness trainer. I can do that too. So you're looking from the outside, and what's really happening on the other side is they're overspending on ads. They're barely breaking even. They're robbing Peter to pay Paul. There's complete chaos in their business. They're losing customers. They have no ease, but they're not showing you that on the front end, but they're selling you their stuff. On the other side of the spectrum, with these programs that you're throwing all this money on, and today we're going to talk about how to stop making that mistake. I will share with you what you need to know going into your next program and what needs to be there so you're not left on the other side completely upset, completely taken advantage of, completely wondering why, there's so much shame around it. There is so much shame around how much money people have invested in online coaching programs. And I hear it all the time. And on my Millionaire Maker Breakthrough Strategy sessions, I've spent this much, and their voice, it goes lower and they're in pain, and it sucks because then it really adds to the self-blame cycle. But we're going to stop that today on the Millionaire Maker Show because I here on the Millionaire Maker Show will tell you what other consultants will not tell you. I will share with you what it really takes to build $1 million business and beyond, a business that actually works for you. But before we hop into that today, I want to make sure that you're signed up for my upcoming workshop called the Unlaunch Method. Now, the Unlaunch Method is my proven system to sell high ticket services from social media. It is a free workshop. If you listen to the Millionaire Maker Show and you're excited about the strategies, you've taken the strategies that I've shared with you, the real truth here, and you've went out and you see these actionable strategies actually working for you, and you want to know the whole thing. You really want to understand what it takes to build this business and know how all of my strategies tie together for a really powerful online business that can scale and can really afford you more time, more money, more freedom, and more impact, all through social media. Make sure that you get signed up for the Unlaunch Method. Go to theunlaunchmethod.com. Make sure you pick up the VIP ticket. The VIP ticket is where you and I are going to be able to talk one-on-one. I can coach you. I can give you some very valuable consultation advice right there on those live sessions. Join us for the Unlaunch Method, for the workshop, and then don't forget to get on VIP so you and I can talk. I can give you some consulting advice and save you from making the same mistakes that so many people make. With my vast experience, I will be able to stop you. And all you need to do is show up to those VIP sessions. I'll ask you a few questions and I can get you where you want to be. I can get you pointed in the right direction. So that's the unlaunchmethod.com. Again, it's the proven system to sell high ticket services with social media. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the popular courses that are out there today and what is wrong with these courses and why you do not want to go this direction and why they don't work. So, the first one you're going to run into as far as digital marketing goes is the freebie. Number one is the freebie trap. This is the beautiful pitch that these coaches and these programs and these courses are telling you. All you need to do is create a whole bunch of PDFs and lead magnets. People will give you their email address in order to get access to that information. And then you send them on a drip email sequence, and suddenly, somehow, they're paying you and becoming a high paid client. Okay. Yes, this can absolutely work. However, it will not work for 99.9% of people, and it definitely will not work for you unless you've made up to $250K in your online business, proving to you and your customers you know what their problems are, you understand how to help them, you know what to say to make them buy, you understand their pain points, and you understand this succulent PDF that is going to really make them not only give you their email address, but follow you through some emails to actually buy from you. And I would say this is that ultimately that's a pipe dream. Evergreen funnels, making high ticket sales without actually talking to people, it's a pipe dream. And so if this is the kind of business model you want, you really want to wrap your mind around the fact that you need to get yourself on some sales calls and understand strategic selling. This is not something that comes naturally. It is something you have to learn. If you have not picked up this skill, you need to pick up this skill. So, freebie, that's why it doesn't work. People waste their time here. You're going to spend a ton of time in Canva just wasting away on this freebie situation. And really, ultimately, you're hiding behind marketing in order to not do the hard things, which is go out and help people and serve people and talk to people. So, people like to get stuck in freebie land. This will not work for you. Waste no more time here. No more time on freebies. It will not bring you sales, especially in today's day and age. We're in 2024 here. Experts are leaving corporate America in droves to compete with you, as well as AI is making it so much easier for everyone. And so the competition, it is tough. Freebies will not work. You need intimacy, you need sales calls. Don't listen to a coach or buy a course or program that tells you that this is the mecca to more high ticket customers. All right, that's number one, freebies. Number two is the membership trap. This one is tough because it sounds so amazing for a couple of reasons. What is the membership trap? This is the course or coach or program that's saying a membership is the answer to all of your dreams. And what is a membership? You upload a bunch of videos. Maybe you go live in a Facebook group. It's a community and people will pay you $50 a month. And if you get 100 people in that membership or 1,000 people in that membership, that's $600,000. And your eyes light up because it's $50 a month. Of course, my expertise is going to be easy to sell at $50 a month. You'd be a fool to not sign up for my membership for that. But this is not the answer, is the membership trap. This one is tough because it sounds so amazing for a couple of reasons. What is the membership trap? This is the course or coach or program that's saying a membership is the answer to all of your dreams. And what is a membership? You upload a bunch of videos. Maybe you go live in a Facebook group. It's a community. Okay. And people will pay you $50 a month. And if you get 1,000 people in that membership, that's $600,000. And your eyes light up because it's $50 a month. Of course, my expertise is going to be easy to sell at $50 a month. You'd be a fool to not sign up for my membership for that. But this is not the answer. The fact is, and this is what those courses and programs and coaches won't tell you, is number one, they won't tell you how to generate an audience for that. Great. You set up yourself a membership. They'll give you some tips on how to build an audience, but really your problem will be you basically have got to find an audience of 100,000 people or more in order to sell 1,000 memberships. And that's very broad strokes here because then you're also going to have a continuity problem. You're going to have squeaky wheels that take up all of your time, and you're doing all of this for $50 a month. And not only that, why would I join you for anything higher ticket than that if you're going to talk to me once a month? I'll just do that for $50. Thank you very much. And so the membership trap, it is dangerous. You'll get in there, you'll lowball yourself. They don't tell you how to build an audience, and it is not what you think it's going to be, and it will not work for most people. For 99.9% of people, it will not work unless you've made over 250K in your business and can really start expanding on your business model because you don't know what these people want. Next, this is a good one too. It's similar to memberships, and that is the mini offer trap. So the mini offer, what is that? Basically, hey, you're going to sell this course for $47. And because buyers are listeners, which is absolutely true, buyers are listeners, they've pulled out their wallet, $47, given it to you. And then through a series of upsells that you will actually get them into high ticket coaching. And the beautiful thing is that buyers are listeners. And so instead of these individuals watching all of these videos everywhere else, they're focused on you and your content and everything's fantastic. And they're going to be your customer forever because they've listened to you now, they've paid you now, and getting that initial dollars from people is the hardest part. This is very tempting as well because especially for those individuals who are running Facebook ads. So you run Facebook ads to a tiny offer and it breaks even, and then all of your upsells should take care of all the profitability. The fact is, facts again, you're going to undermine your services, okay? And tiny offers is great if you have a proven back end on that. If you know what the tiny offer is that will take that person from the tiny offer where you're not giving too much away, where you're leaving them wanting more, where they definitely need your support and can get them into some sort of higher ticket. If you're just running a tiny offer and thinking people will be like throwing their money at you or, oh, they've already paid for me, they're just going to definitely sign up for my coaching, you are completely wrong. You are absolutely wrong. The fact is, you have to run a tight ship and know what to say to those one-on-one clients and those group clients and all of your customers so specifically that you know this is the mini offer for you. That is the only way it will work because the fact is, it's very competitive on Facebook. Facebook ads are extremely competitive. There's 80% of bots on your Facebook ads. Like you have a lot to compete with, and to be able to break even or to have an ROI at all on a mini offer like that, you're going to also have to hire an ads team because you have to understand buyer psychology and ad psychology to even get those ads to work. So the tiny offer and the membership trap, they are tempting because everyone in this audience knows a handful of people that will sign up for stuff like this. But the fact is, to make it a scalable model, you have to be able to build an audience of buyers. And most people do not know how to do this. And those courses and programs that you're signing up for, they're not telling you how to do it either. They're just telling you On the other side of this membership course, on the other side of this tiny offer course will be all of your money, will be anything you want. Like, of course, you can, this is like packaging your expertise when you have no way of building an audience, of selling your expertise or marketing your expertise. So, you creating a course, it will be a complete waste. You will make the wrong course because you will think your client's need is one thing when it is not, when in reality, you have got to get to that 250K mark in your business to have had the experience that you need in order to make a tiny offer work. So, really, what's the answer? We've gone over the freebie trap, the membership trap, and the mini offers trap. So, what are you left with? First of all, you always want to serve at least 10 one on one clients. Serve 10. You will come out of that with the methodology, with the understanding of what your clients say, with how you can exactly help them, with a tried and true and proven product that you can then take to market and actually market and sell. And so, if you're in a place in your business where you haven't done any of these one on ones, it's time to go back to the one on ones. Your next option is a one to many situation. So, figure out through videos, through groups, through WhatsApp support, through other methods and ways to scale your time. Now that you know your methodology, let's put some of that on videos and put that in a system so now I can help multiple people with this methodology. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you a bonus trap here, and that is the group trap. A lot of people, I just talked to someone yesterday, a lot of people will be like, I am a very busy speaker. I do a lot of corporate speaking and a corporate leadership stuff, and I do not have time for any one-on-one coaching. I'm too busy speaking. And so I really am so important, and I really do not have time for one-on-ones right now. What I want to do is serve one to many, so I'm going to go ahead and do group coaching. Even though the answer is 10 one-on-ones, 10 one-on-ones. Okay. One-on-ones that you sell, that you created, that's not through some corporate network or something like that, but like this is the thing for you and you've served one-on-one. So 10 one-on-ones, then you can go to group. Most people want to skip that. Do not recommend it because what's going to happen is you're going to create a group and say you're going to charge $5,000 for 3 months for that group. You're going to go to launch or you're going to go execute the unlaunch method. And what's going to happen is you haven't even made any sales one-on-one. So your subconscious, you're going into this setting yourself up for a major loss. What does that look like? You've never sold this. You have no testimonials. You have no methodology that you're actually speaking or talking to or is a proven process that you can actually sell. And so you show up and maybe you do a live launch and you're like, I'm going to get 10 people in here at $5,000 a pop. Should be easy enough. That's the problem with marketing. Everyone's always saying, should be easy enough. And because you've never even made one sale, you struggle to make one sale or consistent one-on-one sales. You all of a sudden have to fill 10 people in a group. Your subconscious isn't going to let you look like that. And so your launch actually fails because your original goal of a group program was completely unrealistic. Because the last thing you want and your subconscious wants is to have a group coaching program with 2 people in it. And so you end up not selling any to keep yourself safe in that situation. And so do not skip steps. If you skip steps and you go directly to group and you don't serve one-on-one, what's going to happen? Your group coaching program will end up being what I call lower left. These will be people that will not pay you. They will not stay in the program. This will not be high quality. This will not be your best work. You will have to redo it anyway. And if you would just take my advice and do 10 one-on-ones for whatever you're trying to sell and just do that step, you can have the business of your dreams because you will know how to sell. You will know how to market. You will know how to do everything you need to do with those 10 clients. But most people will not do that. So we had a question submitted to the Millionaire Maker Show. We had several questions. Feel free to go to the Instagram to submit any questions for the show. We had one come in this week and it was, and I want to read it here because I think it's applicable to what we're talking about today. And it's, Hey, Lindsay, I keep buying coaching programs and courses, but nothing ever works. Is it me? And the answer is it can be you, it can be them. It's both of you. First of all, what they're selling, yeah, it's typically a lot of these are a huge racket. They don't know what they're doing. They're barely ahead of you. They just want to make your money. Every sale is like just a high five, and it totally sucks. So, that out there, that's definitely happening. And non experienced business owners are taking advantage of this all of the time. This is like the ClickFunnels lie. Just build a ClickFunnel and everything. You can sell all of your dreams. I'm a huge fan of ClickFunnels, but they're doing a huge disservice by not explaining to people how hard it is to actually get an audience to sell your stuff to. So, part of it is, of course, like truth in advertising, and that's really what we're trying to combat here is truth in marketing. Truth in marketing. And so you are taking advantage of in that way. They do make it seem like a mecca. They do make it seem like they're your best friend and that they want to be on your side and it's just you and me together forever. And of course, I'm not going to let you fail. And you're so brilliant and whatever else they're telling you on the phone. Yeah, psychologically, it's hard to not fall for this. Second, and I'm going to educate you now. When it goes time to buy a coaching program or a course, most of them are selling you a strategy. Strategies are a dime a dozen. Everyone has a new marketing strategy. I can think of 10 right now. The fact is, you need a proven strategy, one that they can show you actually worked for them and their clients. It's a strategy, it's a system. We're not just getting on a call and spitballing here. It is a literal system. You have to watch for that step by step. That's what you're looking for in the strategy piece. The second thing on everything you ever invest in, you need a system. Hey, what kind of system do you have within your program that will allow me to know what my day-to-day tasks are that I need to be executing every day so I can get my ultimate outcome? Because, for example, if you're doing a live launch and you leave everything until that last week, you are not going to be successful in your live launch. What do you need to be doing 2 weeks before that launch? What do I need to be doing on a day-to-day basis in my business that will actually get me to the outcome that I want? Building an online business is exactly like getting fit and working out. It's not about one workout or one launch or one masterclass. This is about daily tasks that you are doing to ensure your business, your audience, your revenue continues to grow year after year. And so investing in these programs and not having, what do I do every single day? So I know I'm doing the right things. This is where you're falling short. The implementation is where all of those programs completely fall short. They seem like great ideas, but they have no idea how to help you actually implement. So, your second question to them. So, number one is what's the system? Do you have people that can, are there testimonials speaking to your system? The second is, do you have a day to day implementation strategy? How do I implement what you're actually teaching me? And the third thing is sales. You will not be able to sell to a cold audience unless you have learned and mastered the art of sales. And if you're saying to yourself, oh, I'm a good salesperson, I'm a realtor, I sell cars, whatever. I've sold billions of products in my doctor's office, whatever you're saying, that's one kind of sales. You're selling a known product or a known quantity. Everyone knows what a house is. You have to learn skills in order to sell services because services, they're mushy. People don't know what they are. You don't have a house or a car or a known something for people to actually put their trust in. So instead, it's put in you and the system. And there's a very specific set of skills that will allow you to show the gap and close the gap for your prospect. And you're not just going to guess your way into this. You're not going to charismatic sell on rapport your way into sales. And if you want to make it in your online business, if you want to sell high ticket services, has to be sales. Loving sales is the answer to every single one of your business problems. And so those are the three things that you need. Let's go over them one more time. You need a strategy, you need a system for implementation day to day, and you need sales. So the next time you go to purchase or invest in a coaching program or a course, double check those three things. If you double check those three things, then you have a better chance of not investing and re-experiencing this huge shame cycle that so many people are in online today. So there you have it. If you are looking for a strategy and the system and the sales, I invite you to the Unlaunch Method workshop. I share even more in depth about these 3 critical pieces of your business. I wrap it all together and give you my proven strategy to sell high ticket services. It's 5 days. Sign up for that VIP. I will see you at the Unlaunch Method. If you enjoy this podcast and you appreciate the blunt, straightforward nature in which we share with you the truth behind what it takes to build an online business, please go and leave us a review on your favorite streaming platform. Thank you again for listening. Cheers to you and your success.
Thank you for listening to the Millionaire Maker Show with online business consultant and creator of the Millionaire Maker Funnel, Lindsay Anderson. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time.